Welcome everyone to another startup and automobile documentation. What we have today is a 2023 Nissan Rogue S. This Rogue is finished in the Glacier White exterior paint color. On the key fob, you have the buttons for lock, unlock, and panic. You have storage and bottle holders on the front door panels, and your standard power windows, locks, and mirrors. It has the charcoal interior color scheme, and cloth seats are found in the S trim level. Both of the front seats are manually adjusted. And now that we're behind the wheel, let's go ahead and start the engine, and it does have push-button ignition. The Rogue is Nissan's contender in the white-hot compact crossover segment and has proven to be a top seller for Nissan. The Rogue made its debut for the 2008 model year and as of the 2027 model year is entering its fourth generation. This 2023 example represents the third generation of the Rogue, codenamed T33, which made its debut for the 2021 model year. The third-gen Rogue took on what I think is quite a bit more of a rugged and boxy appearance compared to the prior two generations. The fourth-generation Mitsubishi Outlander also utilizes the same architecture as the T33 Rogue. For 2022, the second year of the generation, the standard engine in the Rogue was already changed. Replacing the 2021 Rogue's 2.5-liter naturally aspirated inline-4 was a 1.5-liter turbo inline-3 with variable compression technology, which in the US market would become the Rogue's sole engine from then on out. The 2024 model year gave the Rogue a mid-cycle facelift, bringing about styling and tech updates. The rugged Rock Creek trim was added for 2025, and Nissan even further updated the T33 Rogue in 2026. But obviously that makes this 2023 a pre-facelift model. The US market 2023 Nissan Rogue came in 4 trim levels, which included S, as shown here, SV, SL, and Platinum. The standard engine is a 201 horsepower 1.5-liter turbo inline-3 with variable compression, using a special linkage system to alter the compression ratio in real time to optimize both power and efficiency. An Xtronic CVT is the only available transmission, and all 4 trims have the option of either front-wheel drive or this example's all-wheel drive. In the instrument cluster, we have 4 analog gauges, which are your tachometer, speedometer, fuel gauge, and temperature gauge. You of course have a digital info display, which can be gone through via these controls on the steering wheel. Right now we have a warning, your seat belt indicator, but this is your home screen. You have your radio info and your speedometer, blank screen. Under this menu you have your trip computer info, fuel economy info, that kind of stuff. You have your tire pressure monitors, auto stop, start, 4-wheel drive info, variable compression turbo info, audio stuff, and then right here is your driving assistance menu, lane assist, blind spot, etc. And then you have quite a lot of different settings. It has a 4-spoke design, multifunctional steering wheel. It is of a flat bottom design. It does have sport grips. And as for controls, on this side you will find your audio controls as well as your information display controls. While on this side you will find your cruise controls along with your voice command and Bluetooth phone buttons. Then on the back of the spokes are your paddle shifters. The steering wheel is manual tilt and telescopic. You can toggle your auto start-stop, panel dimmer, climate vent for the driver. On this side is your exterior lighting stock. And on this side is your wiper stock. Going down the center of the interior, you have your touchscreen infotainment system, as well as some physical controls as well, volume power tuning knob, and some shortcuts. We will go over this system more in a bit. You have your central climate vents, along with your hazard light switch, your single zone manual climate controls, your fan speed and temperature, then your AC, defrosters, recirculation in different zones, push button ignition, USB A and C port, 12 volt power outlet, some storage right here. Next to the shifter you have two cup holders, and as for the shifter itself, electronically actuated. Entering reverse does reveal a backup camera with guidance lines. You have your electronically operated parking brake, and you also have auto hold. A storage area below this console area. And right here is your drive mode selector. You have off-road, snow, auto, eco, and sport modes. Center console with some storage. Vanity mirrors and lights for both sun visors. You have grab handles for all four corners. Manually dimming rear view. On the overhead console, you have your passenger airbag indicator. A sunglass holder. Your overhead reading lamps. Alright, and here is the touchscreen infotainment system in this base model 23 Nissan Rogue. So it's still a nice screen we got in here. You have some shortcuts. This is your home menu. And you can customize this. You have different widgets. You can drag any of these options into the tiles you want. Move things to different places. But under phone, pretty self-explanatory. All your phone pairing options. Then under audio, you have AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth audio streaming, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. Connections. Info, system information. Notifications. Then various settings. Of course, your sound settings, equalizer. But other than that, it's a pretty responsive screen. Gets the job done. Great having the Bluetooth audio, XM, CarPlay, Android Auto, all that connectivity is standard. Now we'll roll down the driver's window and have a look at the engine bay. The driver's window is fully automatic. Standard on the S trim are these 17-inch dark gray alloy rims. The 2023 Rogue is powered by the Nissan KR15 DDT 1.5-liter variable compression turbocharged inline-3 engine. It uses aluminum construction, dual overhead camshafts, 4 valves per cylinder, direct injection, and a variable valve timing. As for that variable compression system, in place of traditional connecting rods is an innovative multi-link system that can adjust the top dead center position of the pistons, altering the compression ratio at any given moment to optimize either efficiency or power. Horsepower is rated at 201 at 5,600 RPM, and torque is rated at 225 pound-feet from 2,800 to 4,000 RPM. The engine is paired to an Xtronic continuously variable transmission with a manual shifting mode, and power is sent to all 4 wheels via this example's optional all-wheel drive system. Running on regular unleaded with a 14.5-gallon fuel tank, EPA estimates are 28 mpg in the city and 35 mpg on the highway. It has a McPherson strut front suspension and a multi-link rear suspension. Stopping the Rogue are 4-wheel ventilated disc brakes. It can tow up to 1,500 pounds. Bottle holders in the back door panels. You have 60/40 split folding rear seats. A mat pocket on the back of the front passenger seat. Coat hooks on both sides. Rear passengers do get their own set of climate vents. Some storage right here. As well as a folding center armrest with 2 cup holders. And as for space, I'm about 6'1", driver's seat in a comfortable position. Space is really good. To be honest, I got ample headroom, lots of room to just move around in here. Feels very nice and open. And as you can see, footroom not too bad, legroom not too bad at all. And then to top it all off, you can even recline the seats a little bit with the same lever you use to fold them down. So you even have that adjustability. So definitely impressive in terms of comfort. And even having the climate vents still on the base model, another plus. Overall, I think this Rogue is such a nice package. Even for a base model, it just seems like such a good value. If you don't care about heated seats or a sunroof, okay, you're not going to lose sleep over that. It's got so much. You get so much vehicle, if you know what I'm saying here. You get so much room and practicality. The all-wheel drive on this one, which is a big plus. You got the blind spot monitors. You still got some safety aids, even if you don't have adaptive cruise. But again, if you're not going to lose sleep over that, and you want to save some money for the base model, you don't want to do higher trims, get stuff you might not need or want. This is very impressive, very comfortable, roomy in the back. And can I just say, this interior, this is one of the most beautiful base model interiors I've ever seen. The cloth on this, the patterned cloth, padded on the door panels, it's hard plastic here, but it's soft touch here. The brown, it looks almost luxurious in a way. This doesn't feel compact. It still feels like a good size SUV. Really a lot of good things to say. And the 3-cylinder engine, the variable compression turbo, very interesting design. A lot of different moving parts than a typical engine with the eccentric shaft and all that. from what I hear, these are excellent to drive, and I mean, 200 horsepower, more than that in torque, packs a punch for only having 3 cylinders. The only question would be, long-term reliability, because these are relatively new engines. But you have warranties and stuff, so other than that, I think this is just such an excellent package, even if you just get the base S trim level. Single exhaust, rear wiper. The Rogue can provide up to 36.5 cubic feet of cargo space with the back seats up. If you fold the back seats down, you then have 74.1 cubic feet. And the fuel door is located on the passenger side. Anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this 2023 Nissan Rogue. Always stay on the lookout for future tours.